Hey girls, I hope you're all having a wonderful day. So there is a well-known fact about me, and that is I love anime. I actually prefer watching anime to movies and live-action TV. That's just my thing. But anyway, what I wanted to talk about in this video specifically is my favorite transgender characters in anime. And manga too, technically, because of one example that I'm going to be talking about later. But I don't read very much manga because I'm stupid. You girls have to remember that I'm a Jujutsu Kaisen fan, and none of us can read. Before we get into the first character though, I just want to give a little disclaimer. I am only going to be talking about characters who were explicitly confirmed as trans, or characters that you can obviously interpret them as being trans. I won't be talking about characters who were simply androgynous or femboys. So sadly, that does exclude Astolfo from Fate Apocrypha, Fujisaki from Danganronpa, and Juzo from Tokyo Ghoul. Even though I love all of those characters, I love femboy characters because they're so cool. But anyway, today I have 4 amazing and awesome transgender characters that I want to talk about. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's get into the first character I want to talk about, Grell from Black Butler. So Black Butler is an anime that I've known about for pretty much the entire time I've been into the medium, but I have never actually seen it until recently when my boyfriend wanted to rewatch it, so I joined him. And good lord girls, not only is this anime really freaking good, literally every single arc, it also has one of the best trans characters in all of fiction, Grell Sutcliffe. Now I really don't want to spoil anything that happens in the anime, because I really do think you should go ahead and watch it yourself. But Grell is a really badass and fun woman who, every time she's on screen, she just steals the show. She is wonderful. The creator of the series has confirmed that she is a transgender woman, and yay. Sadly, despite playing a pivotal role in the story, Grell doesn't get too much screen time. She gets enough, but like, more. I want more. She deserves to be in every single episode of every single arc. Facts. God damn it, it's really hard to talk about her without spoiling? God damn it. God damn it, it is so hard to talk about her without spoiling what happens in the story. So just go watch Black Butler, goddammit. Grell is pretty freaking crazy and she's an anti-hero. You could argue that Grell is not amazing representation, and I know that some trans people don't like trans characters like that, but I do. She is so flamboyant and over the top that it is really hard to not like her.
I've been far too well behaved. I'm getting out of shape.
Just, you go girl. The second person who I want to talk about today is Kirara Hoshi from Jujutsu Kaisen. Now I've already made a whole video, so I don't plan to talk about them too much here, but I literally love them so much, so they are getting talked about. Again, Kirara is a Jujutsu sorcerer who is in a relationship with Hikari, and the two of them are absolutely adorable together. Seeing them just warms my heart. Now, the mangaka for Jujutsu Kaisen has never explicitly stated what Kirara's gender is, but the leading theory is that they're a trans feminine person, and yes! Sadly though, Kirara is not very important to the story, so I don't really recommend watching this anime specifically for them. Yeah, and that is probably my biggest complaint about the character. They don't do anything, and regardless of how much impact they have on the story, Kirara is absolutely gorgeous, and their technique is really cool, and their relationship with Hikari is so cute that I have to put them on here. Kirara is literally transition gold. They are awesome. Moving on to the third character in this video, we have Peacock from Dead Man Wonderland. So I love Dead Man Wonderland. It's one of my favorite anime and manga, because of course it is. It is literally so over-the-top edgy and violent, and I love edgy media so much. People say it's cringe, but I don't really care because it is so goddamn enjoyable.
Does the fresh meat have any questions?
How big are those titties?
I'm a G.
However, Despite being an edgelord's wet dream, Deadman Wonderland is actually decently competently written, and it has an extremely compelling trans character that doesn't appear in the anime. Yeah, unfortunately, when Deadman Wonderland got picked up and adapted into an anime, multiple characters in the manga were just cut for reasons I cannot fathom. And to my devastation, Peacock was one of these characters who didn't make it to the anime. Thankfully, she most likely was not cut for nefarious reasons, because multiple characters got the axe, and just, why? But anyway, as for the character herself, Peacock is a trans woman who is imprisoned in Deadman Wonderland, and she is cool. And despite being in prison, she is a very genuine and kind person. She also has a really tragic backstory that I would have loved to see get adapted in the anime, but seeing how she was never a part of the anime in the first place, and how it never got a second season, it sadly was never going to happen. Now, it is extremely easy to take one look at Peacock and read about her and think that she's supposed to be an offensive caricature, but I promise you girls, she is one of the most interesting trans characters who I've ever seen in a story. She is awesome. Peacock experiences both homophobia and transphobia in the story, and the creator portrays it as bad, which is really freaking good, considering, you know, Japan. Peacock has literally seen so much tragedy in her life, but she still decides to wake up and be a nice person. Like, that is super commendable. The creator of the series could have easily portrayed her as a villain or an anti-hero, but they didn't. Her being trans is just a part of her character, and that's why she's so cool. It's not her main defining trait. You could argue that she's bad representation, but I don't fucking think so. Peacock is awesome, and I will forever praise her. And the fourth and final character who I want to talk about today is Kuranosuke Koibuchi from Princess Jellyfish. So if you've seen this anime before, or if you've read the manga, you're probably screaming, "Cat, Kuranosuke's not trans, they're just a drag queen, a crossdresser." Yeah, sure, I totally believe that. But yeah, out of these four characters, Kuranosuke is the only one who you could argue is not trans-coded whatsoever, because at the end of the day, Kuranosuke firmly states that they are a man and they just like to cross-dress and look pretty. And even though I consider Kuranosuke trans in my personal headcanon, that is not why I'm talking about them in this video. So if you've never watched Princess Jellyfish, the main theme of this anime is anybody can be a princess. Your upbringing, financial status, or sex does not determine if you can be a princess or not. And holy shit, when I was a depressed 16-year-old, I needed to hear that so badly. Both Kuranosuke and the entire anime left such a lasting impression on me that it's one of my favorite series of all time. If His and Her Circumstances didn't exist, then Princess Jellyfish would probably be my favorite anime. This anime literally means so much to me, both for its main theme and how Kuranosuke themselves is portrayed. So as anybody with working eyes can see, Kuranosuke is drop-dead gorgeous, and multiple male characters in the series are just taken aback by how good-looking they are.
Kuranosuke's pretty hot, huh? Just don't forget what he's packing underneath.
But it is never once done as an attack on those characters' sexuality or to act like Kuranosuke is tricking people. It's just, this is a gorgeous person, regardless of what their sex is, and there are guys who are attracted to them. And good God, I love it so much. Like I said, they're not confirmed to be trans, and honestly, them being trans or cis or whatever,
Ha! Lesbians!
Buzz off, you snotheads!
doesn't really matter to me at the end of the day. What matters is the character themselves, and Kuranosuke is amazing. But yeah, those are four of my favorite transgender characters in anime and manga. All of them literally mean so much to me. There are so many more who I could talk about, but I really wanted to keep this video short because every single one of these characters deserves a full in-depth analysis, but what can a girl do when they don't want to talk about spoilers? Seeing these characters just makes me so happy. I genuinely don't give a fuck if the representation is perfect, as long as they're not an offensive caricature. I love seeing trans characters. Seriously though, go watch Black Butler, go watch Princess Jellyfish, go read Dead Man Wonderland, maybe watch Jujutsu Kaisen. Even excluding Kirara from the conversation, Jujutsu Kaisen is still a really good battle shonen, and pretty much everyone should at least check it out because it's epic. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, girls. I really appreciate it. You're all awesome, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, girls!